Number 3, viewing points. Post-observation debriefing. Video segment number 3. Look for answers to the questions, what information do the teachers exchange in the debriefing? What does the observer like about the class? What suggestions for improvements does she make? How does the debriefing session end?
Belinda, that was a really great class.
Did you like being back in a 110 class again?
I'd never been in a 110 class, so it was a new experience for me.
really?
Yeah,
I thought you
I was
before.
very impressed. Yeah, maybe in the future I'll try to teach one of them. Yeah, it was. I just really like your approach, and I thought it was very creative, and I thought the students were very involved, and it was wonderful. Yeah,
I like that class. They're really sweet, and
Yeah.
they try hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely, I can tell. I took some notes, and I just wanted to give you some feedback on some things I thought you were doing beautifully.
Thank you.
The first part was your giving instructions, and this is a lower level group than mine, and so it was quite different than what goes on in my class. But I was very impressed at how clear you were with your instructions, and you were. I noticed that you were not paraphrasing. You were actually repeating instructions.
Yeah, I try to avoid paraphrasing with very low groups, because the problem with a very low group, if someone has very low listening skills and
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing, they don't necessarily know that I'm saying the same thing again in a different way. So they then think they've missed the first thing, and now they're trying to understand the second thing. So I'm actually making it harder for them to understand if I paraphrase.
Very interesting. Thank
yeah.
you. I mean, I'm learning from you. So thank you very much, and it was great. I have one small piece of feedback. Do what you will with it, but I felt at times you were speaking a little quickly. For example, you sometimes were speaking faster with your 110 class than I would with my 112. Now, I didn't notice the students, reacting negatively, but it was just a personal reaction.
I think you're right. I think it's something that I know I do. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of all my classes, doesn't matter what level they are, I tell them I have a tendency to speak too fast. And it's not rude. You have to raise your hand and tell me, please slow down.
And do they ever do that?
Sometimes, yes, people do. They raise my hand and they say, Belinda, you are speaking fast,
Yeah.
and I slow down. So,
And that's
it's
not a
really
bad
good.
place for them to
Right.
practice that.
So,
Yeah.
so in some ways, I hope that this thing that I do,
Yeah.
that's a problem for them,
Yeah.
also helps them have more confidence in talking to the teacher. But I'll pay attention to it because obviously, being a low level, I don't want them to feel like they never know what's going on or they're embarrassed to ask me to slow down too often.
Yeah.
So I have to monitor myself.
Yeah. Well, as I mentioned, very small things. So, anyways, thank you so much. I learned so much from watching your class. It was great.
Great.
Summary. In this final phase, the teacher consulted the notes that she took during the observation. She complimented her colleague on strengths in her teaching. She asked questions about points that she didn't understand, and she made positively worded suggestions for improvements. Things ended just as they started, on a friendly and respectful note.
Thanks. So, anyways, thank you so much. I learned so much from watching your class. It was great.
Great. Yeah.
Module focus. Summary. The focus in Module 13 has been on teachers and peer observations. We followed some teachers through the 3 phases of the observation process in which they prepared for the observation, one teacher observed the other in the classroom, and participated in a post-observation debriefing.
And how they were going to get there.
In what ways do you think formative observation could be of benefit to you and other teachers in your educational setting? If you are already conducting formative observations, are there ways in which they could be improved or better supported? As you peer into the future and seek opportunities for your own professional development, keep peer observation in mind as a close-to-home option that could work very well for you. See the manual for readings and more information on this and other topics related to peer observation.